The world is playing with fire. Shaitan sends fire in the sky. Revelation chapter 13 verse 12 to verse 14, and Shaitan he also showed the world his power. With many exercises to all the nations them. And to demonstrate his newly found power. And he also exercise his power to the wealthy and to the most powerful nations of the world. And to China and Russia and North Korea, and others. And that it was him who was controlling the nations them before. And that it was him who was now controlling them. And Shaitan he caused many destruction throughout the world. And also many diseases and also with many disasters on the earth. And also with the deaths of many of the people that are in the world. And also in many of the nations them. And also to the people with wealthy portfolios, and to those who are rich, and to those whom had wealthy fortunes, and also to the poor, and to damage their well-being, and also the health of many of the people that are dwelling in the world. And Shaitan, he caused untold amount of death to this world's population. And also the deception of the people in the world, and their division and their confusion, and with mass killings and fighting, and also with killings in their places of worship. And he Shaitan, also caused many to worship many other gods, and he himself. And even to worship old Gog, whom is also called Shaitan. And whom was the evil beast, and the cruel one, who was wounded in his head. But now his deadly wound was healed. And Shaitan he causes them to do great wonders, with this device, which I believe is the Super Hadron Collider. And which is believed to be at CERN's, which is underneath the earth, and which is near the borders of France and Switzerland, and which is near the border of Geneva. And which is also called CERN's, LHC, or the Large Hadron Collider. So that he Satan can send fire, and make fire, and rain down fire. And he can make fire in the sky. And he can even send down fire or cause fire to come down from out of the heavens into the earth. And in the sight of many people. And even on the behest of wealthy men. And also on the behest of the wealthy nation them, that are in the world. And Satan caused many of the world's people to accept these feats, and the disinformation about the evil use of them, and also about the usages of these evil devices. And to encourage their usage, and to embrace them and their technological advancement. And the world's advantage and achievement of using them. Which he then uses to control the people in the world, and to deceive them with, and to destroy them with, and to kill many of the people that are dwelling upon the earth. And by any means. And by the bringing on of many of this world's destruction. And also to this world's population, and also the devastation in the non-nuclear nation. And also in the other nations in the world that are objecting to Shaitan and to his evil schemes. And with his destructive powers and with his evil devices, and with his miracles, and with his technological feats, and even with his weather modification, and his seismic incidents, and with his volcanic and oceanic occurrences, which are all known as the acts of God, and whom is better known as Old Gog God, and whom is called Satan. And with all of his dark and sinister feats, with all his technological feats, which he have the power to do in the sight of the other wealthy nation them, whom have resorted to nuclear blackmail, because of their nation's existential threats and their survival. And Shaitan says to the super wealthy in the earth, and to the people that are his minions, that are dwelling on the earth, that they should make an image, or an avatar, or a super AI, which would become God, and which would be embodied by Shaitan, himself whom is the cruel beast. And which would be used by the whims of Shaitan, whom was once wounded, and who now has a seat of power and authority in the world, and whom now have a great sword and also access to many weapons of mass destruction in the world, and also the use of many devices to wreck and to wreak havoc here on the surface of the earth, and with the many machines, to destroy this world with, and with the many devices to destroy man with, and with the many new technologies to control many with, and even to control the nations them, and their people that are in the world, and which came online, and is now sentient, and which was now active in the world since it became alive. Friends, Shaitan is here on the earth, and he is behind the scenes. And he is hard at work, and he is working tirelessly, bent on deceiving this world. And by any means. And by killing the people that are in the world. My friends, it is time we all learn the truth, that the worshipping of God is idolatry and that the lauding of God's Son is lordolatry. And friends, that it is time that we all acknowledge He, whom is called Holy, and whom is also called the Almighty One, and the Almighty, and whom is the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. Friends, for more information about the sacred holy name of He, the Holy One, would you please visit my YouTube channel, which is called The Pure Gospel of Elu'hymn. Thank you. And please would you now click on the link below for my message, which is called How to Hallelujah. Thank you. Here is a link for more information about CERN Super Hadron Collider. The end. To be continued.